Hey, 10-minute book talk fans, Catherine Ray here for another week of 10 short, sweet minutes of wonderful books. I'm here with Rachel Linden, Marie Bostwick, and today we have Courtney Walsh with an amazing story for you, Merry Xmas. This book was just a Christmas treat, wrapped up and delivered so beautifully. I loved every word. And Courtney, could you tell us a little bit about it? And welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for having me. Yeah, this book was not what I planned to write this Christmas, but I got the idea to write a story about a woman who hasn't been home for Christmas for several years, and she works for a television show, and she has this opportunity to become the host of the show. And in order to do that, she's doing a Home for the Holidays Christmas special. And so she goes home for the first time, knocks on the door, excited to surprise her parents, and her ex-boyfriend answers the door. And he is spending the holidays with her family, which she did not know. So that kind of kicks off the whole second chance romance thing. I don't know why I got this idea. I just thought, that'd be crazy if like your ex-boyfriend was at your house for Christmas.
It was a great moment though.
It was really fun. So that's kind of the long and short of it. It's just kind of going through all the different Christmas traditions, sharing them with her viewers. But in the meantime, what happens is that her viewers start to kind of love her ex-boyfriend. And so what ends up happening is a little fake flirtation and some fake romance, and it doesn't turn out to be that fake. So
what a charming book this is. And this time of year, yes, we all need all the holly and jolly we can possibly get our hands on. I'm all for that. But at the same time, for all that this is a fun Christmas romp, there are some deeper themes in here that you are talking about, some themes of grief, pain, and loss too, which, no matter the time of year, that can be a factor. So tell us a little more about that.
Well, I think it's really important when you're writing romance, even if it can be light and it can be fun, and there can be so many funny moments that crack you up and just kind of feel good moments. I do like to add some depth to my characters. And with this one, I didn't want to make it too heavy. I mean, especially at Christmas, I don't want to drag it down or anything like that, but I did want to give some substance to the characters and to their backstory. So that was one of the things that I explored. And I think a lot of people really deal with that, because if something happens even remotely close to the holidays, it's like it leaves a mark. I mean, you're always kind of like measuring that grief in like the calendar year. And I heard somebody say, I don't even remember who it was, talking about grief and how grief is an expression of love. And I thought that was so poignant. I'd never heard that before. I'd never looked at it that way. I really like to avoid anything sad. So if I see, like, if I'm watching a movie and I'm like, this is going to be sad, I'll just turn it off. I don't love that. So I didn't want to, it's not weighed down, but just kind of having that in the background of like this thing that happened years ago still kind of affecting me. And I can express my grief, but I can do it through love and memories.
So real to so many people's experience.
Right. Yeah.
Perfect.
That's lovely. Okay, so I have a definitely fluffier question. So in the acknowledgements, you claim that you are the daughter of the Queen of Christmas, and say that you have some personal family holiday traditions that you actually put in the book. And I think readers love that. I, as a reader, love to read something and go, oh my gosh, this is part of the author's own life that's in the book. So can you tell us more about that?
Oh, well, my mom loves Christmas. I mean, I think that's been passed down, and going home for Christmas is like, you just instantly, it's like you walk in the house and you just feel this like calm come over you. And it's full of like the best smells and the best, her tree is always beautiful and the presents are perfectly wrapped. And I love all of that. And there's a few traditions that my family has had, but then things, my grandfather, one of the things that's in the book, he carves these little Santas, and he always would give them to all of the kids and all of the grandkids over the years. And my mom has now a huge collection. It's one of my favorite things because I think it's very unique. So every year he would do something kind of funny Some of them had like his sense of humor. Some of them were more traditional. And so I put that in the book. And my family, separate from my extended family, has been really involved in an event here in our hometown called Stroll on State, which is like a big city, you know, kickoff for Christmas. And there's a parade and there's a 5K and there's all these things. So I just kind of tried to think of everything that we do and everything that my family does and just pack it all in, because I know a lot of people, I don't know how smart that is. A lot of people like their Christmas books be able to be read all year long. And I'm like, nah, I'm going to throw all the Christmas in there. Like, let's get all of it. And
It's a Christmas book.
I really did. I mean, yeah, I'm not shying away from Christmas. I'm leaning into it. So
Okay.
there's a lot of stuff in there that's like right out of our own experience. So
Oh, I love that. How
yeah,
fun.
it's super fun.
I was gonna say on that point, and I think you've hit upon it a little bit, but how much fun did you have writing this Christmas book?
Oh
Because
my gosh.
fun permeates every moment of it.
Well, you know, it started for me last year. I had a really hard year. We all did, right? We all have had such a hard time. We own a theater business. So our theater had been shut down for off and on throughout, you know, a year and a half. And I just wanted to write something for fun. And so I started to realize that the same approach that we have to theater, which is you can do a show just for fun. I wanted to do that with my books. Like I don't feel like this book needs to like make a point or, you know, be like this literary masterpiece. I really just want people to like read it and be like, that was so fun. So I was like, I'm going to have fun when I'm writing it. I'm going to put funny things in there that crack me up, that make me laugh. And I think this is the first book I've written that I've actually like giggled while I was writing it. So there were things that happened in the book that I was like, oh my gosh, like, I don't know if anyone else will think they're funny, but like they made me laugh. So
Love
I had a lot of fun writing it. It just, I think when you take the pressure off of yourself, like as writers, we can put so much pressure on our, you know, and like you're trying to get everything right. And I
Mhm.
think just being able to go, okay, I'm throwing all of that away and I'm just going to like write a fun, joyful story there's nothing like that. You don't get to do that very often. So I really, really had a blast doing it.
So that it comes through on the page, and I have to agree. I loved every moment of reading it. It
Thank
just
you.
was a delight. Okay, so we ask every author one final question. It's a high pressure question. What is bringing you joy today?
Okay, two things. First of all, I love my peppermint mocha creamer. That always brings me joy. But I
Okay,
think
that's in the book.
that is in the book. That's me in the book too. I think one of the other things that I really, really love is I got some new ideas today, like writing ideas. And I always get super jazzed when I'm like, wait, I could do this. And I mean, it's always crazy, you know, you guys know, but it's so fun when you're just kind of like, when it's just like this germ of an idea drops in and you're kind of like, oh, like I haven't explored it yet, but I think those are the kind of moments like creatively that just like get me super excited. So that's bringing me joy.
That is delightful. And it's
Great moments.
in a year or two, when it comes to fruition and we have another delightful
Yeah.
book,
Right.
that's going to bring readers joy as well.
I hope so.
Joy. Courtney, please hold your book up again because I read my copy on the Kindle. And so I don't, thank you.
That's
Readers,
it.
here it is. Merry Xmas. It is out. So go grab it, have fun and enjoy just curling up with it and having a delicious time. And maybe grab a little creamer on the way.
Yeah, some peppermint.
Absolutely. And we'll see you next week on the 10-Minute Book Talk. Thanks so much.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.